just out this morning here, and I'm starting a new job here up in a place called Wild Ireland in Donegal. It's going to be a large enclosure for otters. You can see behind me there now these large window frames. There will be large glass panels going in there once we've done the fiberglassing. The Wild Ireland place is sort of, it's like a rescue centre, conservation, education place for animals that were wild in Ireland at one stage or are endangered at the minute. So yeah, they've got lots of stuff here like bears, wolves, lynx, cats, the otters, a few other bits and pieces. I'll put a link in the bottom of this to their website. Really is a great place. Had a walk around it before. We were up here last summer looking at this when we were pricing it up, and it's definitely worth a visit. But yeah, I'll just flick this around, you'll probably be able to see it a bit better. Yeah. There's Kane getting the resins ready, but there's 3 large panels here, glass panels, viewing windows going into this, and this will be like the otters swimming area. I do understand the irony of a koi company building an enclosure for otters, which is the arch enemy of a koi keeper at the minute in Northern Ireland, and Ireland anyway. It's good to see that their numbers are increasing, but it doesn't make our life any easier as koi keepers. But yeah, there's these 3 panels, and there's 2 large skimmers, one at each end of the pond. There's one down there. And a couple of bottom drains. Biological filtration in this isn't really going to be a big issue. It's just going to be more about keeping the water really clear. And when we get this fiberglass, we'll probably fill the system. The glass will go in, we'll fill it with water, test it for leaks, and make sure there's no leaks, and then it'll be drained again. And this whole area in here, all around this back wall and around these edges, is all getting built up with like rock to make it more natural looking. Yeah, it's going to be pretty impressive when it's all finished. And then this area out here, you can see it out the front area, there'll be like a large I don't know, like a house type thing where people can walk in and view the otters through the windows and stuff like that. So, very impressive. Back now, this is second morning doing this fiberglassing job. We got all the walls done and a part of the floor yesterday, and then just as it is with this time of the year now, in the middle of the winter, the daylight hours catch up on you and you can't work any later. Although we have lights here set up, you can't really see what's going on properly for any bits you've missed or resin you've missed and stuff like that. It's just better to carry it forward into the next day. Just make sure you have a good finish on the fiberglass. So I'll just flick this around. Yeah, so all these walls done right round, the skimmers all fiberglassed in. Around the windows is all done. If I can spin this down now, hold on. Right around here. Don't know how well this will show up now in the dark. We got all up to here done yesterday on the floor. just to give us something to work off this morning. That other skimmer all done as well. Yeah, so just crack on and get this floor done this morning. I'll probably leave it until tomorrow to do the top coat. I don't like, at this time of the year, don't like starting it too late in the afternoon. It just gets too cold too quick. So if we get in early tomorrow morning and get the top coats set up, we'll maybe put a bit of heat into under the here with like a gas heater, just to raise the air temperature a bit and hopefully make the top coat go off that a wee bit quicker. It's always the risky bit at this time of the year with the colder temperatures. You don't want that sitting too long before it can cure. You need to make sure it's been off within a few hours. Any longer than it starts to get very sticky or tacky, and sometimes it just won't cure if you leave it too long at this time of the year. Alright, we'll crack on here. That's all the glass mat and resin done. Yeah, it's pretty cold this morning, so it is, but everything's going off well. The resin and the matting's not the problem with the temperatures. It'll just be getting this top coat done. I think we're going to have to probably bring in some heaters just to try and get it done, but I think the temperature's sort of 6-7 degrees tomorrow, so hopefully we'll really get it done then. Managed to get this finished. I think the customer's very keen to get this pushed on now for, I think they have a big grand opening of this. The Otter enclosure is around Easter. They want to have it open for that whenever they're back to their full opening hours. Yeah, I'll just flick this around, you can see it. Yeah, so quite a big area to fiberglass this. We got the floor all finished. And I even put another layer of resin on the stuff that we did yesterday, just to give it a smoother finish. We'll go around now and we're going to have a look at the filtration and stuff, but I'll probably stick that in another video. The guys are actually coming now to have a look at this glass. These are going to need craned in because I think it's massive thickness of glass, this, from Pilkington. So no expense spared on it, so it's going to be fun trying to get these in craned in with the big hydraulic sucker type things. Certainly biggest sheets of glass I'll have put into a pond anyway. I've said I'd be pretty nervous putting them in. There you go. It's the third morning now on this fiberglass job. We got all the base finished and the walls all finished yesterday, sanded down ready. We'll come back this morning, we're going to do the top coat. We're up against it a bit with the weather. It's going to change over the next day or two, so there'll be a lot of rain, so we'll have to just get this done today. Hopefully the temperatures aren't too bad, sort of sitting around 6 or 7 degrees, so it's sort of borderline for doing this top coat, but we get it on this morning and hopefully before it gets too late in the day it'll have started to cure and it'll go off no problem. But yeah, we'll just flick this around now. Yeah, a couple of small drips last night come through on the cover here. If we can. The problem with these PVC sheets, as you can see, there's a couple of small holes every so often in them, but that's just pure, more like from condensation rather than actual rain or anything last night. So we'll dry that up and hopefully it'll be fine. We'll just get started now on the top coat. Now with the fiberglass inside there. Yeah, you can see behind me a big wildlife pond they're putting in as well. I'll just flick this around, you'll see the joys of working in the winter with this here. It's very difficult to see what's going on in here when you're doing that black coat, so with torches and all sorts of headlamps and stuff, just to make sure you haven't missed any wee spots of it as you're going around. And keep these fans going, just get a bit of air movement around it. I find if there's no air movement and it's in the ground like that, it can be harder for the base to start to cure. So you've got good air movement in there, circulating around, it doesn't allow any of the styrene or whatever it is that's in the fiberglass to rest on the bottom, and it retards the cure time, which is very important at this time of the year. But yeah, looks pretty good, more than happy with it anyway. All done. We'll be back up here next week. The glass is going into these windows. There's a crane and stuff put to lift the glass panels in, so that should be interesting to see how that's all going to go. It should be make for a very nervous day, but something a bit different for us anyway.